Hello and welcome in, guys. Adam here, the Orlando Drummer, and today we are tackling another single lesson on the Pearl Emerge kit. The kit that I have queued up here inside of the module is from Pearl's Modern Library, and it is the recipe kit. Definitely one of my go-tos, just a favorite of mine as I've cruised through all the libraries on this kit. So the groove that I have for you today, technically, you might think of this as a 30-second note groove, but I thought it was a lot easier to teach and communicate the information if we bump this down to 16th notes. So what that means is that you'll notice there's only one backbeat or one snare hit in the measure, and that falls on the downbeat of 3. If that's confusing at all, definitely check out my subdivisions masterclasses. It'll make a little bit more sense of that, but it's not super important that you understand that kind of perspective. You can learn this thing just note for note, and trust me, your ears will take over. This thing is really musical and easy to hear. So I'm going to play this for you up to speed. We'll leave the notation on the screen throughout this entire lesson, and then we'll break this thing down note by note and see what is happening. Here we go. Up to speed. Check it out. So let's hop straight into this thing. First thing we have are two groupings of 3, and they are identical. That would be kick, right, left, kick, right, left. You're going to play both of them the exact same way, full volume strokes up on a closed hi-hat. So kick, right, left, kick, right, left. Now, I want you to think of those first 6 notes as its own grouping, its own little section. You can, think about it as 2 groupings of 3 or one larger grouping of 6. Doesn't really matter, but think of that as its own little section. Now, I want to take you to the next 4 notes. These 4 notes fall in the dead center, mathematically, of this groove. That would be kick, kick, left, kick. And this is kind of the tricky part physically to execute when you're playing this groove. Kick, kick, left, kick. Now, obviously, that left hand is our only backbeat on the downbeat of 3, so you want to make sure it has plenty of volume behind it. And then we move on to our final grouping. Now, I want you to think of the last 6 notes of this groove as its own little section. Right, left, left, followed by a kick drum. So that's a 5-note grouping, a really common one. Right, left, left, with a kick drum attached to the end. If we wanted to zoom out and look at the entire phrasing of this thing, we could call it a 6-4-6, meaning there's a pattern of 6 in the beginning. Then there is a 4-note group in the center, and then there's a pattern of 6 at the end, and that gives us our total of 16 notes. So let's talk through the last 6 notes here. Our right hand, and only our right hand, moves over to the bell of your ride cymbal. This could also be a stacker or any other kind of percussive cymbal type element or sound that you have on your kit. It does not have to be the bell of the ride cymbal. I just thought that kind of sounded cool for this example. So just the last 6 notes, I'll play for you what we have there. Right hand is on the bell. Left hand stays ghosted on the snare drum. Now, just to talk through everything that we've learned so far, we have our grouping of 6 in the beginning, kick, right, left, kick, right, left. Then we have our center grouping of 4 notes, kick, kick, left, kick. Remember, that left hand needs some oomph behind it. It is our only backbeat. And then we have our 6-note grouping at the end. Right hand goes over to the bell. Left hand stays on the snare drum as ghosts. And now all we have to do is glue everything together. This one is pretty complicated in how it sounds, but hopefully when you understand what these groupings are, it's just a pattern of 6, a pattern of 4, a pattern of 6, and then you just have to work out your touch, feel, and kind of get used to the physical orchestrations, like where your hands have to be. But overall, this is not too challenging of a fill, so I hope you guys enjoy it. We'll play this at several speeds, starting out at a nice slow practice tempo, and then we'll work our way up to much faster where this thing really gets some life to it, All right, let's give it a shot.